The new Wonder Woman 1984 might have all the eye-pop pyrotechnics and green screen wizardry of a studio popcorn movie, but it's the personal expressions of director Patty Jenkins that often hold up the tentpole. Jenkins delivered a breakout hit with 2017's Wonder Woman by meticulously laying down the trackwork of an origin story. For the second go-round starring Gal Gadot, out in the US on Christmas Day theatrically and on HBO Max after a pandemic delay, the filmmaker seized the increased freedom to tackle heartfelt themes great and small. Writing and guiding the sequel meant really getting to do whatever I wanted, Jenkins says this month by Zoom call from the Los Angeles area. What she wanted was to place Wonder Woman and her civilian alter ego, Diana Prince, in the Washington, D.C., of Jenkins's own 80s youth. When you think about different towns that are synonymous with different superheroes, there's something right about Washington, for Wonder Woman, says Jenkins, who has praised Linda Carter's 70s TV series, in which Diana Prince worked out of the nation's capital. First of all, where would Diana go? Jenkins says of the Amazonian warrior from the Isle Paradise of the Mistira, who headed to World War II's European theater in Wonder Woman. She would go to the heart and center of where power is. Once Jenkins and co-writer Jeff Johns were settled on setting, the director plunged deep into her own memories of Washington, where she often visited before moving to the area as a teenager in 1987, staying for a bit over a year. The style of DC is so wonderful, for Wonder Woman, says Jenkins, who shot numerous scenes on the Mall, in Georgetown and in Northern Virginia. Having her live at the Watergate, the modernity of it, cut against the reflecting pool and the Hirshhorn, it just felt elegant and beautiful and intellectual and pop at the same time. To summon visual specifics as if pulled from a dusted-off scrapbook, Jenkins decided to lace little things of that era throughout the film, such as recreating the punk new wave retail shop Commander Salamander, which closed on Georgetown's Wisconsin Avenue a decade ago. Jeff Johns and I were arguing about it when we would pass the script back and forth to each other, Jenkins says of including Commander Salamander, noting it was, like the best punk rock store in the country. Johns kept rewriting it to be like the Sunglass Hut, and I would